Charlene.
Hi, I'm Chris.
I want to show Chris how I use my Notion. So, do you have any question?
Yeah, so I know you're a big fan of Notion. Could you show me what are the cool features that Notion has and what you use it to do every day?
Sure. So I will start from the first item I do every day, which is working out. So you can see there is this routine table with my fitness schedule for every day. We can go into this in detail, but this is just an overview. And once I finish the fitness routine, I will start journaling on my paper notebook. And afterwards, I will go and see what are some of the tasks I need to do today. So this is a pretty involved list, a queue. I have a bunch of priority. You can see that I'm sorting many metrics here by different order. And there's like a macro class I should watch, a lecture that I should watch, and some updates I should share for the volunteer group I have. And I could go into detail here as well, but I want to just have a high-level overview. Mm-hmm. So after this, I usually would go and get some pick-me up. So this is the inspiration tab I have. There's my vision board, which are things I'm really inspired by all categories in life. And then there are some other things, my readers, amazing support, and some other words I think of. Then I can show you my life book, which is some of the core areas in my life. There are 12 areas, and then here are some resources. I go there pretty often. And this is the link to Para, which is how I manage projects, areas, and resources. If you're interested, I put a link below. You can read how I organize my productivity files. Yeah, and then there's like Topic Forest, where it's more about my knowledge distillation. So if I have any sort of overarching thing that I want to highlight, it will be put under some of the trees I made here. It's a pretty fast evolving list because I'm like changing every so often. So, but here is what I have right now.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff. So how do you maintain your topic forest?
Yeah, so I usually set a fixed time every week during my weekly review. As you can see here, the April 27th to May 3rd. I would go through a process celebrating my win and doing some brainstorming, seeing what content I created this week. And then during this like new knowledge tree is where I would do my topic forest. So like I would just go to the topic forest tab and then update it.
I see.
Yeah, so I would actually have to turn this into text, and this will be easier to get to where I want to go. Here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So since it's a tree structure, what if I have an item that's cross categories? For example, related to both, say, business and politics.
Yeah. So it depends on what's the most critical fundamental unit of that. Mm-hmm. So say that it is business and politics, but it is really politics. Mm-hmm. I would put it under politics. So for example, under politics, I have like some leaders, classes I love, and usually I would just say maybe there's a political economy thing. And then I would like type something, and then I would also link this to, say, if it's related to business, like some sort of business. Maybe it's entrepreneurship. I would just link it here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then once I click it, it can go to the page. So, yeah, then that's how I would link it. It's going to I can find the relation from the main areas I store it.
I see. So that sounds like a one directional link.
Yeah, that's a one directional link.
What if I also want to link back?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I think Lifebook, which I showed you just now, it's a really good example. So here is a like linked database, which I think is really the Notion's secret superpower. This is a table, mm-hmm. and you could create a property by choosing the type as relation and advanced thing on the relation. And then by choosing that, you can search for any table you've created. So I have a few, and what I link to is the Paramaster list. So by choosing this, I can like say, okay, maybe under, I don't have anything for love or parenting, but maybe under character, there is a project like, personal branding. I want to like build my character to that. So that's where I link it. And then how could I see it? I would go to the Paramaster list. And under Paramaster list, I could search for where's my character. It showed up here. So I just linked it and then it showed up here. If I take it out, it will also be reflected. So if I go back, then character has no more link with that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so, and this link could really go like far, far beyond my imagination. I've been linking this database with like one area, the CRM, some of the favorite problem I want to solve, some task, and other things. So, and you can link it to yourself. So there's a lot of creativity to do here.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything else that you find interesting?
Well, I could always go deeper, but I think daily creation is something that I'm always looking at because I'm trying to create more useful content for people across. So there's this, this is actually one single table. And the real table is here. And then I link them by choosing copy link. And then if I could copy the link, I could just like say, hi, copy and paste here, linked, and then it will show up, right? So I could do a sort, and then I can, a filter, and then I can filter, say, channel. And by doing this, I could say, okay, I will only show channel as newsletter. So you could only have, so there's a newsletter.
Got it.
Right, and then that's where I label them.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's like creating different views on top of the same database.
Yeah, yeah. And I think this is really helpful because if everything, there's like so many labels all at once, it's just really messy. So if I could have some clarity by doing that, it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so that's a really high level overview of my Notion workspace. There's so much more to cover, but I hope this is helpful. And I'm going to link some articles to how I manage my productivity. You can check it out if you're interested.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. See ya.
Bye.